This is the land of origins, the cradle of humanity, a land of the most unique and breathtaking landscape. Think dramatic islands to vast lowlands where coffee was made, where people preserve and hold on to their culture and religion, a mixture of ancient cities and modernization. Ethiopia's modern charm unfolds, tall buildings rise, young and bold, smooth roads wind, a sight to see, a nation's progress, wide and free. In Addis Ababa, a wonder stands, a floating fountain, a work of hands. Water dances, a mesmerizing show, a symbol of beauty as the nation grows. Ethiopia's modern face, a joy to behold, a blend of past and present, stories untold. Now you can see Ethiopia as it all. Now let's get back to the reason why you clicked this video. Is Ethiopia really stuck in the past? So Ethiopia comes from two Greek words, Ito and Ops, which means burnt face or black people. Ethiopia is an East African nation. It's located in East Africa, and it is the only African nation that was able to overcome and resist colonization. Ethiopia is Africa's oldest independent country and the second most populous country in Africa, with its capital Addis Ababa, which means New. Ethiopia is popularly known as the cradle of humanity because life started from Africa and life started from Ethiopia in Africa because that's the oldest human fossils ever recorded. They speak a language called Amharic. There is this unique thing about this country, Ethiopia. A minority of group don't actually believe they're Africans. Some of them don't call themselves Africans because they've never been colonized, and that history matters to them a lot. So they call themselves avid. Why is Ethiopia in 2018? Why the rest of the world is in 2020? I'll explain to you why Ethiopia is still in 2018. But before I do so, let's talk about some calendars. You see, there are a lot of calendars that have been in use and are still in use. We have the Julian calendar, the Gregorian calendar, Islamic calendar, the Jewish calendar, and even the Chinese calendar. But there are two calendars I'll talk about, the Julian calendar and the Gregorian calendar. You see, the Julian calendar replaced the Roman calendar in the world as a standard calendar, and it has been in use. So the calendar we currently use in other parts of the world aside from Ethiopia is the Gregorian calendar. This calendar, the calendar having 12 months, from January to December, is the Gregorian calendar. With all these calendars, Ethiopia stuck to using their own calendar. Why? Because it was a calendar they created themselves, and they were able to preserve this calendar because they were able to resist colonization from the Italians, and they preserved their own calendar and still use it even till date. This calendar they use is called the GIS calendar, with 13 months in a calendar year, 12 months having 30 days each, and the 13th month, called Pagome, has just 5 days. The difference between the hours of the day is due to the way they measure it and the way we measure it, because they measure their time from dawn till dusk, while we measure it from midnight to midday. So the first hour of their day starts from 1 a.m. They are 6 hours behind standard time. So if it's 12 p.m. here, it is 6 a.m. in Ethiopia time. The difference between the Ethiopian calendar and the Gregorian calendar is 7 years and 8 months. And this results from the different calculations of birth of Jesus Christ. On the Ethiopian calendar, the birth of Jesus Christ was 7 BC, while the Gregorians says it's 1 8. As a matter of fact, Ethiopian New Year is September 11th, and Jesus was born January 7th, which is different from the Gregorian calendar, which is December 20th. There's a lot of mathematics behind time, but that's all what you should know about calendars, Ethiopia calendar, and the reason Ethiopia in 2018 and not in 2026. So what you should take from this is time is relative, depending on how you calculate time, when you calculate, and the standard you use in calculating
your time and forming your calendar. So, technically speaking, Ethiopia is not really behind the rest of the world, and they just use a different calendar and different measurements of time.